I need you to be consistent. So if 5:30 is like your peak, like I can't do earlier than 5, or I can't do earlier than 6. Do 6, but try to do 6 days a week. Does that make sense? Find your pace, and I want you to keep that pace, all right? Is that clear? This is the year, this is the decade, this is the century for entrepreneurs. Let's just be real. You know you average in your industry, just don't trip, just embrace that. All right, we're gonna take you to another level. One day you might get 120, another day you might get 80, next day you might get 70. My brother just came up to me a minute ago, it's like, yo, E, I noticed you do corporate work, like I see you doing your thing, and it's funny, E, that you don't dress up. Now, I don't not dress up because I'm trying to be a rebel. I don't dress up because I wanna be comfortable. I'm not gonna let somebody take me away from home court advantage, because if you got home court advantage, then that means you got home court advantage, and I can't be what I wanna be. So the reality is, I'm not going to let somebody make me dress up because they dress up. You ain't see me in your local newspaper, you probably ain't seen me on your local TV, and don't get it twisted. I could have compromised to do those things, but I was like, yo, E, you gotta be you, because you only sweet when you. This is why this is important, because if you know me, you know I have never been sponsored by nobody, but I'm still the #1 motivational speaker in the world. Like for real, you ain't seen me on TV fight for your authenticity. Are you hearing me? Like, yo, stop compromising. Stop compromising, y'all. So when I came out with my first book, I think we might have sold, like 5,000-10,000 copies from the garage, though. I signed every book. We self-published. We sold a book for $25. We paid $2 for it. We did it in the basement. And why did I do it in the basement? Because all the deals that I was getting, none of those deals was like looking out for E.T. Your story is your story. Your pain is your pain. Your life is your life. And so you can't compromise for a check. So even if it would have been 50-50, I would have done it. It was like 90-10. I'm like, yo, this is my story. This is my hell. This is my pain. I can't give you 90% of my story, 90% of my hell, 90% of my pain. When you stop being your authentic self, then you're that much further from blowing up. I messed up. I wrote the next book and I let them be in my ear. So I kind of wrote like a corporate book. I don't know, man. But I had got my master's and my PhD. So everybody at the university was like, yo, E, you gotta show your depth. I still got them jokers in the basement. We couldn't give them away. Less than 20% of the world's population has a degree. I gotta go back to writing for myself. 80% of us don't have, 80% of us in the hood don't have a 4-year degree, master's degree, PhD. God said, I gave you the gift to write to the 80. So I started putting energy. I wrote my new one, You Ain't the Boss of Me. I went authentic, cartoons. I went Eric Thomas, basic. Nobody's ever called E.T. I ain't been on the Oprah Winfrey Show. I don't go to the red carpet. You thinking you need to do that to be #1. I'm #1 with none of that. Just grind. Just understanding the gift, being myself. I ain't been on TV, and I'm the #1 motivational speaker, not in the United States of America, in the doggone planet. It's literally Detroit versus everybody. At this point in my life, where I put my foot, y'all, it's anointed. Whatever I touch is gonna be blessed. So you owe yourself a favor. Write that down. Okay, first you're gonna apologize to yourself tonight for selling out. You sold you out. You might not have sold the hood out, but you sold yourself out. And you're trying to be where other people want you to be. How much of your authentic self have you gotten away from trying to be liked, trying to be affirmed, trying to blow up? You're spending so much time working on your stuff, working. You're putting so much time into working that you're not putting energy. You're not commanding your gift. You're not commanding your opportunity. You're not commanding your resources. You're not commanding your dreams and goals. You look at them jokers once every 3 months, if that. A game changer. They're going to change the world. But they got to be authentically them, and it's going to work. So I'm just E.T. They like it, if they don't, they don't. And I'm telling you that we get playing it safe, we get nothing playing it safe. I'm telling you that from experience. You get nothing from playing it safe, y'all. So some of y'all, you chasing low-hanging fruit. I need you to stop. Because you're in this room, because you're better than that. Scared money don't win. Scared money don't win. What would it take for you to be a legend? What would it take for you to be a legend at what you do? Can you be the Gandhi in your field, in your world? Can you be the Dr. Martin Luther King in your world? Look, I'm trying to tell you, I don't care where you are at this point in your life. You are with us right now. I'm already trying to tell you that you already going to go up. That's going to happen. I want to see if you can walk away from this place legendary. If you could be a legend when you get out of here. That's what I'm on. Can you be the Michael Jordan in your field? So I'm not playing. We're not playing. You got dreams inside of you. That's your DNA. This ain't about money. Money's going to come to you. It's not about money, y'all. You're going to have whatever you want. And as a matter of fact, you're going to have so much stuff that's going to get on your nerves sometimes because people are going to be drawn to you because you're getting stuff that they can't get, and they're going to come to you to find out why they can't get it. Don't feel like you're indebted to another human. You're not a creator. You were created. You need your energy and your power and your juice for you. I can't just be like every day. We talk every day. I'm sending you money every day. So you got to put a limit on. Doing for other people, and how long do you pull people? And so the first tier is you. So that's what you got to take care of first. You got to make sure you're the best version of you. Don't think money is the only thing, the way you can bless somebody. That's not the only way you can bless somebody, but them has to be people you feel like from a value standpoint, from a DNA standpoint that you're drawn to. There are people on this earth that will come to you and you specifically because there's something that you can do for them that nobody else can do. You understand that? Can I be real with you? While I love my kids, the other kids that don't have moms and dads, I got more, man, they push me more than my own kids. I'm just saying that I've had relationships with other kids who were homeless and didn't have their dad. I had a close relationship and helped them in a way I can't help my kids because they don't identify with that. Your ceiling is the next generation's floor. Your ceiling is the next generation's floor. So when we are whole and we get over stuff and we get strong, then we pass that to the next generation. The reason why I'm telling you that you need all, because if you're in the league and you only play defense, there's a chance that you can get traded or you can get kicked out the league. If you only score, there's a chance that you can get traded or you can get kicked out the league. If you MJ, you play offense and defense, you're not going nowhere. So keep doing what you were doing. And then the other thing is you set new goals. Once you get to that goal, now set some other crazy goals. And those crazy goals you keep setting will allow you to keep, like, stay there and keep getting to the next level. A lot of people who get to where we are, once they get there, they feel like that was the goal, and then they stop. The reason why some of your dreams are not a reality, you spending so much time grinding, you spending so much time working that you're not putting energy on it. May I remind you that rich people don't work, slaves did. don't work. Rich people think. In many areas, I'm further along the road than you are. I'm not better than you, but I've made a commitment to be wealthier earlier than you. So I just want you to make sure that when you make good money, you put it in its proper place. Money is good to have, but if you could exchange a great marriage and a great relationship with your kids and only make 50 grand versus being a billionaire, but can't nobody stand you, you'd probably go for the 50 grand and have a healthy family. Does that make sense? I saw people with money and was like, oh, it ain't that. I'm like, whoa, money must not be the thing then, because it seems like folks with money doing some dumb stuff. Because here's the deal. If you make money, you can teach me that. But if you're not whole, you can't lead me. The highest level of success is when you get through all your hurt and your pain and you become whole. Wealth is an abundance of something. Is that clear? It means you got so much stuff, you ain't even gotta say you got it. That's how you really know you rich. When people see me on the block, they be like, yo, E, is that you? I'm like, yeah, why you say that? Where's your entourage? I say, it costs too much to have an entourage. I'm a grown man who's healthy. I don't need to make other young men feel bad about themselves to make myself feel good. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I'm whole, I'm healthy. I don't need nobody to carry my bag. I don't have an inferiority complex. I'm grown. Like for real, I'm a whole, like I used to trip on my father and I had to get through that, but I'm a whole grown man. I do not need 6 grown men with me 24/7. I'm just being real. I'm married. I don't need 6 grown men around me and my wife at all times. Maybe I'm old school, but I'm cool on that.